Show 135. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Outside the Round Table. I'm your host, the sometimes controversial, but always entertaining HL SILIER. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to our 135th show at Outside the Round Table here on Joy 106.3 FM. So God is good. I like to say, like for every show, God is so good. Amen. God is really, really so good. Because without God in my life, I couldn't do anything. Amen. So, having said that, I want to wish my sister, SILIER, a happy belated birthday. Y'all know I always get my sister's birthdays. I always give them a belated birthday because I'm not on top of nothing like that. So, SILIER, I want to wish you a happy, happy belated birthday and many more to come. So, and I love you so much, sis. So, having said that, is everybody ready today? I said, is everybody ready? And before I get started today, please go vote. I don't want nobody to say HL SILIER and now go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. I'm going to say it again. Go vote. Anyway, is it me? Because y'all know it could be me. Is it me or are we in trouble in this country as far as democracy? The number of the day is 386-868-3411. That's 386-868-3411. Is it me or are we in trouble as far as democracy is concerned? And also, you know, in my years living on this earth, I was part of a lot of campaigns. And I've never seen, listen to this, I've never seen in my entire life, in all the campaigns I don't been a part of, I've never seen people not being held accountable for false information and misleading ads. To me, that's a disqualifier. That's a disqualifier because, like, for example, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. You have Republicans going around superimposing a defund police shirt on different candidates who don't even have a defund police shirt, don't even believe in defunding the police, but they're just superimposing anyway, lying to the American people. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to take your opponent and superimpose a defund the police when that opponent don't even agree with defunding the police. That when that opponent don't even have a shirt that says defund the police, you just superimpose it on them. See, that's lying to the American people there. And then you got the same Republicans that's doing that, that's scrubbing their website, their position on Roe v. Wade. They don't want to tell you if they stand for abortion or not. And ladies and gentlemen, I think what I'm trying to say is, when have we become a country of allowing people to run for office and not know what they really stand for? I thought the whole point of people having town hall meetings was to get to know the core issues and the policies and the agenda that candidate is pushing. And when you lie to the American people, saying somebody said defund the police when that actually isn't their position, I think that should be a campaign violation. I think that should be a disqualifier. You can't just have people, you just can't lie on people. People should step up and state what they stand for and stand on that. And stand on that. What is going on in this country where we can't where there's no pushback to power. You got Tiffany Cross got thrown off MSNBC. I knew she was a little too radical for MSNBC though. She kind of pushed us on the wrong agendas, if you ask me. She should have been. She was on that woman, black woman thing instead of just being on people less fortunate who getting the end of the stick. She concentrated on one segment. See, in order to be a leader, you gotta be able to bring everybody together. But we all gotta have a foundation of truth. We all got to have a foundation of truth, fact-based information. You got people making things up. That's dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, for these people to be, in position of power over 330-something million people in this country. That's dangerous. And they threw Tiffany Cross off because she got Megyn Kelly and Carson Tucker mad, and so MSNBC acquiesced, to Fox side. I keep telling you, MSNBC, all these is corporate media. That's why it's so very important for shows like this and other shows like this, for people to go to the outside, the round table, GoFundMe account, and put a couple dollars in, because you got all this dog money funding all this nonsense. We got serious problems in this country, and you got all this foreign money coming in under these super PACs. That Putin guy, that guy in Turkey, what his name? I can't think of his name right now. It escapes me. But these guys are undermining our democracy. Our country being bought from right up underneath us, and nobody's doing nothing. People breaking laws, all kind of malfeasance and all kind of corruption going on. Nobody being held accountable for it. And I keep saying that it's almost if, let me give you an example. It's almost if so much stealing going on, nobody's guarding the door. I use this analogy all the time. Nobody's watching the safety of the American people. Nobody's paying attention to China sitting there, sending money, and Putin sitting there, and sending all this money in these super PACs for these Republicans. That's why you had Republicans that won't condemn Putin for bombing innocent women and kids in Ukraine. That's why they won't condemn him, because you got these super PACs, and you don't know where this money coming from. 10, 15, $20 million in primaries. See, these people been bought. That's why they won't. That's why you see not one Republican come out and condemn Putin for all the Geneva Convention laws he done been breaking ever since this war started. Not no war, this invasion on the innocent people of Ukraine. And then you got these Republicans that stand there and won't even condemn them, because they're being bought. And I'm talking about both parties. I ain't talking about just Republican Democrats too. The grip is on the American people. It's a big grip being ran on the American people, ladies and gentlemen. 386-868-3411. We all in this together. I keep telling people ad nauseum. They playing games with our money. They begrudging us for even wanting any of our own money. You got Marco Rubio. We're in a state like Florida. You got Marco Rubio voting no for relief, for hurricane relief. You got DeSantos the clown doing commercials talking about make Ron DeSantos make us free, keep us free. How you keeping us free? He banning books. He telling my child just because he don't want his child to wear a mask that my child can't wear a mask. How is that freedom? How is it freedom when you got to carry a rapist baby to term? How is that freedom? See, I keep telling everybody, all you got to do is listen to what they're saying. They do exactly what they say you doing. They're doing exactly what they say you doing, or what they accuse you of doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And I lost friends over the fact that I told y'all a long time ago, it ain't how many votes, it's who counting the votes. Trump told you that himself. You see this man will put everybody in place to supersede the will of the people, to subvert the will of the people. It's a shame. All these Trumps, all these 200, you got 200, listen, you got 200 Trump deniers, election deniers that said Trump won, that it was rigged. You got 200 people who won't even acknowledge there was a fair elections running for office. You got the Secretary of State with the power to subvert the will of the people. And this is what I was talking about the last 2 years. I seen what they were doing. And I was telling you, we could vote 100 million votes more than them. But if they got it rigged, or somehow they're taking big swaths of minorities and putting them in one district, when it should be made up of 2 or 3 districts. See, the people that set the rules gonna make the rules where they can stay in power. A true democracy, I tell you ad nauseum, a true democracy is one person, one vote. Huh? A true democracy is one person, one vote. And you got people like Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly getting people thrown off on other channels. Nobody want to step up and address. It seems like the people that know the less are doing the most talking. Because this has been a big grift ran on the American people. I'm here to tell everybody, it's been a big grift ran on them. I'm talking about Republicans and Democrats. It's a shame. No accountability, no oversight. What oversight? What oversight to tell the American people how much money was spent during the Trump administration and where the money went? What oversight? We got the weakest DOJ, Department of Justice I ever seen in my life. Merrick Garland, I'd be ashamed of himself. But see, they're all in the same boat. Biden, Garland, all of them. Joe Manchin, out there talking about he wanted an apology. When he don't destroy 85% of everything Biden tried to do, and Joe Biden handed him the pen. See the kind of game they're playing on the American people? Here go a man that's gutted all your policies, 85% of your policies. But when you sign it into law, you pass him the pen. And this is what we're dealing with. And I remember I told you, I said, when they win, they win. And when they lose, they win. Now they're running Republicans as Democrats. Joe Manchin told you it's a right-wing center country. And he's right. But what the people got to realize is, if it ain't fair for me, eventually it ain't going to be fair for you. Huh? If it ain't fair for me, eventually it ain't going to be fair for you. If you don't stand up when you see wrong, eventually they'll be coming for you. I mean, we here to stimulate conversation while assimilating information in an effort to get to the bottom of all these problems that we deal with each and every day. And the only way we're going to be able to get to the bottom of it, we got to deal with fact-based information. And quite frankly, some of the rhetoric that's going on in the Republican Party is outlandish and outrageous and un-American. And every American should be appalled at these ads lying on their opponents. You see, they can't win your policy, ladies and gentlemen. They can't win your policy because they ain't got no policy for you. They pick immigration as a wedge issue. They don't care about no immigration. I keep telling you, Donald Trump, 2 or 3 of his wives couldn't even hardly speak English. Are you kidding me? My daddy told me a long time ago, you don't watch the man, you watch his moves. He telling you don't like immigrants, but he married immigrants and laying in bed with immigrants every night. You got Nikki Haley talking about Warnock should be deported. Warnock is a native black American. We descendant of slaves. Nikki Haley, you was an immigrant. Your family came over here way after us. So if anybody should be leaving the country, it should be you. We've been here way longer than your ancestors. That's why they don't want you to know your history, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here just as long as native whites. I know why. You know why I know this? Because they brought us here. Immigration, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Immigration landed on us. Huh? We were were kidnapped from my land. I mean, listen, if your kids can't handle the truth, then you're doing your kid a disservice, because your kids need to know the truth. Because if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And see, they want to keep us like blind mice, not knowing where we come from. We're all in this together, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, they're selling us out, Democrats and Republicans. It's up to the people to stand up. We're being sold out by all of them. There needs to be an overhaul. There needs to be an overhaul. There's a whole election system. That's why Trump was so irate and going around to it was stolen, because he know he tried to steal it. So he feel the only way he lost, they had to steal it from him, because he was trying to steal it. That's why you ever seen what happened after the election? He going all through people's ballots. They commandeering all the ballots with different companies and going through all. But they trying to find out another way to rig the system. What party that's running an election got any business tinkering with the election, doing the election? Are you kidding me? You got Lindsey Graham trying to talk. Here go a South Carolina senator who ain't worth diddly squat. See, I can respect the man who stand on what he said. I can't respect the man who two-faced it. Because you can deal with a man when you know what he stands for. You can't deal with a man when he changes his mind just to go along with, with public opinion. I keep telling you, nobody watching the door of this country. This country, I feel like this country is unsafe. I feel like nobody's watching the door. And when I say nobody watching the door, I use that metaphor for to try to give you an analogy of what I'm talking about. Let's say you and somebody living in a house. Y'all been living in a house for a long time, but y'all want to keep that house. But somebody else looking at y'all house. People looking at your house because y'all got a nice house. But y'all can't get along in the house. So y'all fighting each other while people plotting to take the house from you. And that's what you got going on with America. Ain't no telling how many nuclear secrets, classified information that China got in China, that Putin got for Trump and took over personally. This whole invasion on Ukraine was to create chaos, to keep people off of Trump. Putin doing them solid. Because Zelensky wouldn't go along with that protocol where Trump tried to get him to say, just say it, just say you're investigating Hunter Biden. You ain't got to be investigating, just say it. See, y'all don't let a grifter come in and just hijack the whole political apparatus, put all his sycophants in place to subvert the will of the people. And that's a shame. No pushback, no accountability, no oversight. Just do what they want to do with our money, spend it how they want to, talk to us in any kind of way. Republicans vote no on everything that remotely help the country, but yet somehow they still gonna be. I told y'all 2 years ago, and I've been telling y'all the whole time. They're gonna take back the Senate and the House. We're gonna have more votes in them, just like we always do. But some kind of way, through the mechanisms that they don't put in place, they're gonna gain seats in the Senate and the House. And let me tell you something: the Republicans in the Senate haven't lift one finger to help the American people. But somehow, yes, I guess through osmosis, they get right back in power. And it's a shame American people really being this dark money really where you got 9 ads to 1, 10 ads to every one Democratic ad, but it's filled with lies. And I just don't see how you could just openly lie on somebody. I thought we wanted people that we could trust. I don't trust none of them people up there in Washington. I don't know about you guys. And then you have these governors with no oversight, spending our hard taxpayer money, our hard-earned taxpayer money. DeSantis go $1.5 million to get a plane to go pick up immigrants in Texas now. Not Florida. but Texas to fly to Martha's Vineyard. Come on, man. We got better things. Then he talking about getting his own personal army. But we free? But then he voted, but then he, are we free? Ask the people at Disney World. Ask people in Orange County that taxes went up because of DeSantis. Santos the clown. Gotta ask yourself. Don't be no sheep. Our democracy is in perils. Our democracy is in perils. And I've been crying and hollering for the last 2 years because I knew this day was coming. And I was trying to warn as many people as I can. Because once they're entrenched in power, it's going to be so hard to get them out. Because they're not going by no votes. You just got a certain amount of people that's going to get in office and they're going to stay in office. I remember Trump said he might stay in office forever. See, I listen to what people say. When y'all gonna believe people, they are what they say they are. When y'all gonna believe them? When y'all gonna believe people when they tell you that? All these Republicans do, these Republicans in Washington, they're not about helping the people, they're just about enriching themselves. And I've been telling anybody that wouldn't listen, our enemies are watching. Our enemies are watching, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no telling, I'm gonna say it again, ain't no telling how much classified information been passed along to Andrew Wong, to Putin, to Ching. Ain't no telling how much. This man, ain't no telling how many waiters, dishwashers, bellmen, double agents, secret agents. Because ain't nobody paying attention. And we so fixated on lead Donald Trump when he breaking every law in the book. You talking about leave him alone when he breaking every law in the book. And then Lindsey Graham, which I think is political malfeasance, when he go on air and talking about if Donald Trump get indicted, it's going to be riots all over America. It was a riots all over America when Martin Luther King got killed, but we still here. So let it be what it's going to be. But ain't no man should be above the law. That ain't no good look, America. And the DOJ, Department of Justice, in my opinion, is doing nothing. They're doing nothing compared to all the malfeasance and corruption that's taking place as we speak. They're doing nothing. And I say this, stop playing game with the American people. Stop playing game, Republicans, stop playing game with your constituents. Democrats, stop playing game with your constituents. You guys know that y'all got the big grift going on. You guys know that. It's time for the American people to demand their fair share of their own tax dollars. And y'all need some more accountability and some oversight as far as spending our money. And then let me say this too. Biden, I don't understand this country. It's my country I want to understand. Maybe somebody call in and tell me. When Trump was in office, all they talked about was the low employment rate, how good the stock market was doing, and the low employment rate and the job creations. Biden creating at least a quarter million jobs every month. The employment rate down as low as it's ever been. Yet it's still the same margins that they use, that Trump used that knowledge every day, the stock market, employment, and job creation, that he pounded his chest every day. Now, Biden's in office, and the pendulum don't swing the other way now. Now they don't even talk about the stock market. They don't even talk about job creation. When they do it on TV, it's just like an afterthought. But those are the three main components that Trump talked about ad nauseum: stock market, job creation, unemployment levels. Well, all that's doing great. So how the only ones holding up the economy is the Republicans just in order to get in office. They jamming up the supply chain just to get back in office. Because everything about political one-upmanship with them. They have no concern about the people. They're not remotely concerned about you or I. I can assure you that. We gotta come together as people. See, they keep us divided and fighting among ourselves so they can rob us blind. I always get an analogy with two people arguing in the store, and then while the two people arguing in the store, the other person walking out the store with the whole store. That's what's happening in America. So much greed, so much money being made, so much malfeasance, and nobody being held accountable. Everybody want a piece of the pie. Trump got away. Everybody want a piece of the pie. And they seen that he don't broke every law imaginable and haven't been held accountable. So what you think? What make you think they gonna hold him accountable now? It's up to the people, Democrats and Republicans, to say this is our money. We're gonna get us some more Republicans and some more Democrats. Because to me, it seems like the Republicans are in a race to see who could be the nastiest to the American people. It seems like they're in a race to see who could be the nastiest to the American people. It seems like it's a race between Trump, DeSantis, and Abbott to see who could be the nastiest to the American people. With these draconian laws they're trying to pass. Banning books. What that remind you of, banning books? We never had no banning books in America. Are you kidding me? What that conjure? We need some type of oversight. We need some kind of campaign regulations and laws that got teeth to it. They got teeth to it. Simple. We want to make sure every politician telling the truth. What's wrong with that? Anybody can go out here and lie on somebody. Anybody can go out here and distort what they stand for. There should be consequences behind trying to trick and bamboozle the American people. Because this is America, the greatest country in the world with the greatest people in the world. And I take issue, if the Democrat, Republican, I take issue with people trying to take advantage of them. I take issue with that. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to be in this foxhole fighting together. I'm keep telling you this. And I'm telling you, ain't nothing I said came. Listen, I'm hoping and I'm praying that we can keep the Senate. At least, which we really ain't got the Senate because you got Joe Manchin and Christine Sinema, which is Democrats in name only, hold up any kind of agenda that the Democrats want to do, and you got the moderates who really right wing Republicans, disguising themselves as Democrats, and they got the progressives scared to say anything. I don't even hear enough AOC no more. I don't hear nothing but the squad no more. They'll put fear in everybody's heart. And that's why they're complicit. I feel like the law enforcement agents complicit. I feel like they got affiliation. Because let me tell you something. Back when they had the war, call it war on drugs and all this, they had all kind of agencies, DEA, FDL, all the alphabets you can name, FBI, everybody on this war on drugs, where they bringing all the money in, bringing all the drugs in, making all the money and locking us up at the same time they're making money on locking us up. Where they're doing reverse stings, where they go in the low income neighborhood and give a guy a pie in the sky scenario. A broke man gonna go for whatever you tell him. Cause he broke. Remind you of going back in slavery days when you and your partner going out trying to wash in the river, and next thing you know, you see white faces with guns, and you ain't never seen a white man in your life. Next thing you know, you never see your village again. Not to mention living in America right now, I'm traumatized. I'm scared to call the police even if I need it. Because I'm scared they're going to turn around. I've seen too many times where they turn around on us. I just think it needs to be more oversight and more and more pushback. You know, we got to speak more to power, because what's to stop these people from overthrowing our government? Okay, you already said, and then let me say this too. If you're a Republican and you get Social Security or Medicaid and all that, and you vote for these knuckleheads who trying to do away with Social Security, you're voting against your own best interest. Why would you vote against you getting a check that you earn? I mean, the audacity that somebody would even mention that. You know, we all know Rick Scott is a right-wing extremist. Worth millions and millions. Almost, I think he's a billionaire right about now. But always trying to run a grip on the American people. I remember when he was governor, tried to say that everybody who get food stamps had to go take a piss test. And guess what? Guess who was taking the test? Guess what they were trying to send the test to? Companies that he owned. See what I'm saying? No oversight. Just letting people come in office and just do what they want to do. There need to be rules and regulations put in place. Because listen, if you let them come for Roe v. Wade, next they're going to be coming for your Social Security check. Then they're going to be telling you that you can't marry a different race. And then what's to stop them from saying, Nikki Haley already said one of them need to go be deported. Deported from where? We Native Black Americans, just like you're a Native White America. The only person who beat us here was the Indians because it was their land. And y'all took it from them, remember? And you came and got us, and you didn't come and get us, you came and kidnapped us. Millions of people. And worked it for hundreds of years. And then you don't think we deserve to get nothing? We don't deserve to get no reparations? Really? I just like all my brothers, my native white brothers and sisters, just to think if the shoe was on reverse, how would they feel? I keep telling anybody, if anybody want to be mad at this country, it should be the native blacks. If anybody want to be mad at this country. But yet still, we love the country, and we always trying to save this country because it's the only country we know. I resent people calling me African American. I'm a native Black American. You don't call white people European Americans. Everybody got something attached to them. Something for the white Americans. They're native white Americans. They're white European Americans, and we native Americans. We Black Native Americans. You got the Indians who are the Native Americans, who are the real owners of this land. But if you know your history, you know that they was giving away hundreds of thousands of acres, but you had to have your 10 slaves. So people was coming who never helped build this country. Oh, we don't build this country on our backs. Just somehow, this country had like we did something to them. You know, the old adage of, I'm gonna beat you being mad. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you being mad. Can't beat me. How you gonna beat me being mad? I just feel that people that run for office should be people that's bringing people together, not divide people. Because together we stand, divided we fall. And I just think it's a shame that a great country like ours has allowed itself to go down this rabbit hole that we find ourselves in. 386-868-3411. And the only thing we can do is keep praying and keep hoping, go vote, and just hope, God got our back. Because I told you, God had our back last time. God saved us last time. God help us the next time. He saved us the last time when that man, but God help us this next time. But anyway, I digress a little bit. And I'm all upset about this college football and basketball because March Madness, just not the basketball season, just March Madness. As far as the franchise, is the fifth rated expensive TV contract behind the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. Then you got college football, And you got March Madness. Not college basketball, March Madness. Just on March Madness. All that money. Then they take these games and run them all during the week. All these games, just making money. We ain't getting nothing. Native blacks ought to be shaming us. So we ought to be shaming ourselves. I'm telling you. We can help the community. We can help the native black, the plight of the native blacks. I can't tell you how enormous that would be. If our kids start going to college, they needs to be telling them out going to the pros. They got transfer portals. That's like free agency in college football. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This whole apparatus, everything keeps changing the apparatus, but the conversation of the players. I wonder why. I keep telling y'all those in power will not relinquish that power unless they're forced to. We got to say, let's see the books. Let's see the solid doctrine. We're in all that. Solid doctrine, we're in all that. Because they're pump faking now, ladies and gentlemen. They're making so much money off our kids in football and basketball, college sports. And then they run these games all during the week, making money. They get paid for that. That's advertising dollars. Kids ain't getting nothing. Community ain't getting nothing. The parents ain't getting nothing. Where all that money going to? Huh? Where all that money going to? The NFL making so much money, they can afford to pay players $100 million contracts. So if we fourth and fifth, and ain't where that money going for? Where that money going? Where all that money going at? Think about what I just said. Where all that money going at? Who getting all that money? This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. They're making money hand over fist. And all we got to do is organize and say, listen, it's a new day. No longer can we sit by in good conscience and allow you to take advantage of our kids this way. It's got to be compensation for the kids that's actually out here playing the game and taking the risk to their health. No money comes into the community these kids come from. No money goes into the community these kids come from. Modern day slavery. Don't come telling me about no degree. They ain't graduating now. The solid doctor will at least will at least put a motivational tool in place to ensure your kid graduate. Cause they ain't graduating now. They're coming back with debt and no degrees. Solid doctor when they would come back with money in their pocket and degrees, thus making the black community healthier. Our money don't stay in the neighborhood. Our money don't ricochet in our neighborhood one time. That's a shame. It ricochets in everybody else 10 to 17 times. It don't ricochet in our community one time. So let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. If your money don't ricochet one time in the community, how can your community exist? How can your community exist? And that's why you see our downtown look dilapidated. Because they don't want us to have no downtown. They want that money. They don't got used to that money. Everybody look to make money off the native blacks in this country. I keep telling you, I've been telling you when I wrote this book way back, America's Attack on the Sleeping African American Community. We've been under attack. You've been under attack by these draconian police laws. Where you get stopped for a tag and you lose your life. Police officers shouldn't even be able to pull you over. They should have a transportation people or something to pull you over for traffic violation. Police officers should deal with crime. Your sticker being overdoing your tag, that ain't no crime. That's a fine. But you know what I'm saying? You're breaking the law, but it's a fine though. It's a finable offense. Come on now. We gotta have some sober thinking going on, some sober thinking going around. See, people get so much money involved, people just like losing their heads. These Republicans talk about anything. Pedophiles, trying to make white people, anything to stoke fear and to stoke anger in this country. So why they stealing money? They don't care nothing about their constituents. Trump told you, hey, even touching you guys when you shake your hand. I hate touching their hands. You heard that from out his own mouth. But nothing he says and nothing he does is enough. I don't get it. I just think 331 million people more important than one person. And if you can't play, if you can't abide by the rules, then you don't need to be in the game, huh? When you go to a ball game, and your team lose, you don't go tell the ticket man, my ticket won, my ticket won, I won. No, you lost. You accept that loss. Just like when you win, you want your money. Same thing, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Gotta pay some bills. Yeah, I just need, I come on here, stimulate conversation while assimilating information in an effort to get to, in an effort to get the resolution to the problem that affect us each and every day. But we're being sold out by our leaders. We've been sold out. This dog money they got, where Putin get these packs, you never know where they coming from, Turkey, whatever. They're just anonymous. $17 million, $20 million. See, the country been bought from underneath us. And that's why they won't condemn Putin. And we got to get that dog money. Got to go back and revisit Citizens United. Because this is where the problem lies. People are working for these corporate donors. Joe Manchin said it himself. They work for the corporations. Joe Manchin ain't nothing but a Democratic name only. He's a Republican. He's a Republican in one of the poorest states in America. But yet somehow he always out here cheerleading corporate dollars. And I'm telling you now, you heard it, I've told you, and I'm telling you again, these right-wing extremists who are making a mockery out of democracy. These right-wing extremists are making a mockery of our democracy. We got way more serious issues than the issues that nonsense issues. You can't say you gay. Can't say that. How's that freedom, DeSantos? If you tell somebody they can't say they're gay, how's that freedom? See, this is what I'm telling you. You got to listen to what they're saying. He's saying, oh, we're going to keep DeSantos so we can be free. How you being free? When somebody tell you you got to carry a rapist baby, are you kidding me? Do anybody realize how absurd that sounds? Do anybody realize how absurd that sounds? I get raped, and then you're going to make me carry the rapist baby on top of that? How cruel is that? How cruel is that? We have too many, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have too many serious issues in this country to be entertaining this nonsense. We got too many serious issues to be entertaining this nonsense. And then, for the life of me, I want to ask my Republican brothers and sisters, how can you vote for a person who will make your daughter carry a rapist baby? No empathy, no sympathy. No, you just got raped, a violent attack on you. And now you gotta for 9 months, and then you gotta bring that baby to term when you've been violated. That baby represents you being violated. But they care so much about the unborn. They don't even care about the ones here. They don't care about the ones here. They don't care about you or I. All they care about is enriching themselves and their families and their friends. I keep telling you, these are going to be the same people that's going to jump on that plane and go to one of them other houses they got in these other countries, while me and you, Oak Boys, Proud Boys, Oak Keepers, Bigaloo Boys, everybody, black, white, everybody who's trying to live, getting these foxholes and start fighting these Russians and these and these Chinese people, because Qing just watching. Because you know they got a billion people, man. Nobody paying attention. He just sizing us up. Let them keep arguing. Let them keep arguing. Then when we get to fighting among ourselves, all you right-wing extremists who don't realize what you're doing to this country, you're gonna be sitting up fighting right with me, and they're gonna try to kill you just like they try to kill me. They don't ask you, was you at right, or was you on the left? They don't ask you, was you Democrat Or was you Republican? All they gonna know is you American and they trying to kill you. Huh? All they gonna know is you American and they trying to kill you. We don't need to go to this. We can stop this. All the good 70% of people that know better need to start standing up. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop playing football. Stop all this. Our democracy is in perils. Ain't no time for no game. We got serious issues in front of us. And these people trying to keep us preoccupied, arguing among ourselves where they're robbing us blind. I keep telling y'all, y'all ain't seen no tip of the iceberg. I've been telling y'all from day one. And you see what happened? Classified information thrown all over the floor, all over this, over the, all that information probably been already got anyway. You don't think they'll make copies of all that information? Come on now. And then he got a nerve that says his. And then on TV the other day he said he's a king. We ain't got no kings in America. I thought that's what we broke off from Europe, from England. So y'all going right back to it? I just don't know how can somebody vote for somebody who won't even acknowledge that the elections were fair. And then what about doing casting aspersions on all the good people that's been running these election cycles for years and years and years? Nonpartisan. Huh? You gonna cast aspersions on all them good people that run these polls all over America. And we had the most secure election of all time. And y'all going around here with 200 deniers running for office and saying that the election was well, how was it overthrown by osmosis? You guys see what they want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is Republicans ran all the state houses they lost in, they ran the elections. So who, they cheated themselves? See, that's what they want to tell you. And then all this about, you got the Trump. All these people in Trump inner circle who telling on him. You didn't know Democrats weren't privy to that information. Democrats weren't privy to this information. This is insiders. This is Klan. But somehow they seem to get lost in the wash. Somehow they seem to get lost in the wash. But ain't nobody gonna make my child carry no baby. No rapist baby. You gonna make us wear a mask. You gonna make us wear a mask, and now you gonna make us wear a mask. You gonna make us carry a rapist baby, but we free. How much sense that make, ladies and gentlemen? I keep telling you, these people just be talking. They have no love for this country. Because if they did, why they don't vote for? Why they don't vote for the roads? Why they don't vote for the bridges? Why they don't vote to fix the infrastructure? They vote no, but somehow they never get held accountable. They get right back in power. I told you guys. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But I see, just like I told you from day one, ain't nothing changed. I see them taking back the Senate and the House. Because, ladies and gentlemen, those in power will never release that power unless they're forced to. And the only way you're going to force it to, you got to change the rules. Because you can't never let people who set the rules run the election and who run it in the election. I'm going to set the rules, enforce the rule, and I'm running too. Come on now. Ladies and gentlemen, how much that sound? How that sound? I'm going to be the coach of my team, trying to win a game, and I'm a referee too? Stop it. I just can't stand, listen, I'm being honest with you. I can't stand American people being used as suckers. Huh? I can't stand American people being played as suckers. Because we ain't suckers. Republicans or Democrats, we ain't suckers. We're Americans. We the greatest country in the world. We're the greatest people in the world. And if you don't like it, go you find somewhere else to go live. But if you're going to live in America, you need to live by American rules. How you going to say you love a country when you cheating the whole way to try to subvert the will of the people? That's why I said it should be one person, one vote, a true democracy. American people, I can assure you, are not suckers. It's time for the American people to repudiate these lawmakers who are making a mockery out of our political system. They're making a mockery out of our political system. And it's a shame. But, you know, this platform, 386-868-3411, outside the round table, you know, this entire platform was created to stimulate conversation while assimilating information. That's the entire platform. And we need decent Americans that's sitting on the sideline start running for offices. We need decent Americans on both sides. But there has to be some rules, ladies and gentlemen. And there has to be some accountability and some campaign laws with some teeth in them that's enforceable. Because right now you got people just doing anything they want to do. It's immoral to take somebody a stance and completely represent them as the opposite. Putting defund police shirt on superimposed on somebody. You can't. That's not politics. That's not being a politician. These people trying to hide what they stand for. That's not being a politician. You're supposed to tell us what you stand for so we can know if we want to elect you or not. Nobody's being held accountable, ladies and gentlemen. That's my point. Nobody's being held accountable. You got these governors in these red states spending taxpayer money on agendas that the money wasn't even appropriated for. Ain't nobody appropriating no $1.5 million for Ron DeSantis the clown to go and rent a jet and go to Texas and pick up some immigrants in Texas and fly them to Martha's Vineyard. Are you kidding me? $1.5 million, bad as it is out here, y'all hollering about inflation, and then but y'all steady running through taxpayer money like it's y'all's? With no accountability, no oversight. Pompey got his aide walking his dog and getting his laundry. Come on now. Nobody's working for the American people. Nobody. Ain't nobody working for the American people. We like on our own. It's one big grift being ran on the American people. Every time you turn around, they want money. When they won't even go up on your wages. Or even go up on your wages. Nobody working for the American people, but guess what? I am. I'm working for my American people, my native blacks, my native whites, my native Indians, my native minorities, my minorities. I am. I'm a promise to come over here and give you fact-based information and hope I don't get kicked off the air like Tiffany Cross did. She went a little too hard in my estimation. Went a little too hard for MSNBC. Even I went on MSNBC and was saying some of the stuff she was saying. She went a little too hard. Because you gotta always remember, leaders bring people together. Cowards divide. Leaders bring people together. Cowards divide us. Leaders bring us together. We need some real leaders to step up. We need some real Americans to step up because our democracy is at stake. And this is no hyperbole, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you. We as a country are being led down a bad path. And it's almost as if they're sounding crazier and crazier about the day. And we need real leadership, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to tell you, HL Solid here to tell you, we're being sold out. Both parties. Being sold out, both parties. And it's a shame. If we don't wake up Our country is going to be bought from underneath us. It's being bought from underneath us. Our country is literally being bought from underneath us. It's no telling how much danger this country is in, because quite frankly, nobody's watching the door. No telling how many security secrets don't been lost. Sold all our utility nuclear secrets to Saudi Arabia, and Jared Kushner keep going up getting $1 billion every time you go over. I don't know what the total was, but I know you gave him $2 billion so far. Where's the investigation into that? A bag man. That's what Jared Kushner was, a bag man. I'm so angry about all the money being made off my fellow Americans with this big grift. And I'm calling for campaign laws with teeth in them. Campaign laws with teeth in them. There's no way we cannot continue to go down this road. We cannot continue to go down this road. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got to come to our senses before it's too late. I'm interested to see how these midterms are going to turn out. Because y'all know I've been saying since Biden took office that the Republicans were going to take back the House and the Senate, even though they vote no to anything that will remotely help this country. But somehow, like I said, through osmosis, they always get back in charge. And I keep telling anybody that wouldn't listen, we're not American people going to hold the Republicans accountable. Democrats ain't no better, but at least they try to keep the country running. Now they finna take the Senate, they finna take the House, and guess what? They finna do meritless, pointless investigation ad nauseum into Biden, talking about impeachment. That's what they're gonna do with our money, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't gonna try to make the streets better, fill the potholes. They're gonna go a meritless investigation into Joe Biden and Kamala Harris trying to impeach it. Just when people making so much money, they ain't got nothing else to do but do silly stuff. They got so much money, they making so much money from these lobbyists and big corporations that they ain't think about me and you. So that's why they make up these non-issues. I keep telling anybody who wouldn't listen, we all being played. And I keep telling you, the Republicans cheated last time. That's why they were so irate when they lost. And we see the cheat. They even went to try to get false delegates. What the investigation into that? What investigation? What's up with Trump? With Trump trying to shake down the Secretary of State in Georgia? It's so much there. But the media, for some reason, I know why, because they're corporate, choose to be fixated on nonsense while the country's in bad shape. The cheating, they still lost, and that's what they're hot about. Anyway, just food for thought, because it's going to be up to the people to come together and throw these people out of office. We only have one thing in mind. They only have one thing in mind: that's staying in power at any cost. So let's get together as a collective. As a collective, I mean all us, and throw all these bombs out, Democrats and Republicans, and let's get our democracy back before we have no democracy. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for allowing me into their orbit today. And remember, we're all in this together. So God bless America and all the people in it, because HL SILIER loves everybody, but HL loves with tough love. Something missing today in our country. So until next Tuesday at noon, this is Outside the Round Table. I'm your host, HL SILIER, and until next Tuesday, I'm out.